Hey guys, Lizardlea here for Four Heavenly Beasts, day 92. Floor husband, ding ding, has joined us. So this is the progress from day 91. Yes. I am super duper tired, if you can't tell based on my voice. We went to a murder mystery yesterday where we both correctly guessed the murderer. Everybody else guessed the person that also guessed the correct murderer. So there were 3 of us that were correct and 3 of us that guessed another character that was not correct. I was trying to remember names. So you and I and Hillary guessed George, who was the killer. And everybody else guessed Hillary's character, Nina. That was her name. So, of course, Hillary did not vote for herself because she knew she wasn't the murderer. But we got it. So that means I've won 2 murder mysteries in a row.
Woo.
I'm just saying. And I'm the only one on this streak because I'm the only one who correctly guessed David at the last one.
She never trusts me.
I didn't guess you this time, babe. It was your father. It wasn't you. We were both freaking idiots in the last game. It was hilarious.
We were not the brightest bulbs. We weren't even really bulbs.
We weren't even lit.
Yeah. We're really just a bag of hammers with legs and arms.
It was hilarious. Everything hurts. My whole body hurts. My throat hurts. My eyes hurt.
Seconded.
So yeah, it was the murder mystery was on a film set, which was essentially The Bachelor, and the cameraman was across from David and I. So I might include videos that he sent us at the end of the video. All right, I've been talking about a murder mystery for 2 minutes. No one cares. I'm gonna go cross stitch. I almost did my outro. I haven't cross stitched yet. I can't do my outro.
All that jazz.
Screw you.
Pew pew.
Don't be me. Don't be me.
Alright, this is a test. Okay, David hasn't wanted to join for the last couple of weeks, so I didn't get a video out last week because I was not in the mood to do one on my own, and I feel better today, so I'm going to do one. Which means it's just going to be random questions and stuff. As always, feel free to mute me. I will not be offended, I promise. Okay, so continuing from the questions I had before, how do you define success, and do you feel you've achieved it? I think it kind of depends on what, like, in what situation you mean success. Because, like, in life, I would say I've succeeded because I'm happy, and I've achieved happiness, and I there you go. If it's my job, I feel like until I'm retired, I have not succeeded and achieved it. Because the whole point of working is to have enough money that you don't have to keep working. So it's going to be a long time before I achieve that. I mean, I haven't succeeded in all the games I want to play because I haven't finished all of them, nor have I played all of them. I haven't finished all the books or the shows or the movies that I want. It's just, whatever. What do you think the purpose of human existence is? I mean, I kind of feel like that's essentially tied into my answer with success and just happiness. But humans are inherently not always the kindest, gentlest creatures in existence. And sometimes we make really bad, nasty, horrible choices. So, as much as I would love to say, like, coming together and acting as one is the purpose of human existence, I don't know if that's possible. Or at least, probably not in my lifetime. So I don't know if I can say that's the purpose of human existence. I mean, can you really say what the purpose of anything living is? Like, I don't know. That's a weird question. It's too much. It's too much. If you could know the absolute truth to one question, what would you ask? Ooh. Honestly, my gut's reaction to the question was, what is the cure to cancer, or cure for cancer? Because I wouldn't need any glory for that. I would just want to be able to solve it. And asking something like, is there a cure for cancer, wouldn't help, because if the answer is yes, I still don't know it, and I can't help anybody. If the answer is no, that sucks. But I feel like absolute truth to one question. If I were to ask, what is the cure for cancer? I mean, I guess, unfortunately, the absolute truth could be there is no cure. That would suck, but I can't think of any other question I would genuinely want to know the answer to. Like, if I was allowed, every time I was told, like, no, or not given a proper answer, if I could ask another one, I think my follow-up would be, what is the best way to prevent cancer? Because hopefully that means they would have to give me an answer for every single kind of cancer. So, like, skin cancer, I'm assuming the answer would be avoid the sun, wear sunscreen at all times, stuff like that. Which, awesome. But if it's like, I don't know, pancreatic cancer, I don't know what causes that. I mean, there are people who've had lung cancer and they never smoked a day in their life. So I don't know if we can definitively say that smoking cigarettes is the only cause of lung cancer. I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's probably just going to be, a matter of life choices, luck, and genetics, which sucks. Okay, we're going to move on. This one's too much. How has your life been different than what you'd imagined? I mean, I know growing up, I always said I would meet my future husband in college. Obviously, that did not happen. I met him after college, which I'm okay with. Like, I wish we had met sooner. That would have been great. But alas, you gotta, take what you can get. When I was really, really, really young, I thought I would be a vet. Obviously, I'm not a vet. I'm an accountant. I always imagined I would have a cat. We currently don't have one because we're both allergic. And almost all of our friends at this point have a cat. So it's easier for us to not have one. So if we want to go on vacation, we just can. And if someone else wants to go on vacation, we do love cats and we will watch someone's cat. We just don't currently have one. I guess besides the vet, I did always imagine my future would be somehow in the art world, and accounting is just math, so it has nothing to do with art. Yeah. What do you think happens after we die? I don't know. So I don't believe in any one singular religion. Just because every single one, I think, has things I like and things I don't like. So, for me, personally, I hope there's a heaven in the afterlife. I hope there's a nice place I can go to and see my loved ones. And I don't know, I know there's some people that I believe should definitely go to hell because they were just horrific people. But I'm just like, there are a lot of horrific people who had horrific things done to them, and that's why they became the way they are. And I don't think somebody deserves to suffer twice, you know? God, I'm quoting Brotherhood. I'm always doing this, you guys. I'm sorry. It wasn't intentional. But I also just, I don't know, burning for eternity just, I don't know, it doesn't sit well with me, you know? It doesn't seem right. Especially, like, in the U.S. government, you know, our system, our law is supposed to be that people can repent. Like, yes, we do have death penalties. Personally, I'm against the death penalty. I do absolutely believe there are people who should spend their lives in prison and just never be let out because they just cannot be trusted around other people, unfortunately. But, I mean, in the afterlife, you know, it's supposed to be ideal. You're not supposed to hurt anymore, so they shouldn't be able to hurt other people. So then what's the point of them being in hell, you know? I don't know. But I'm also kind of the belief of, like, I think everybody should get what they wish and hope for. Like, if someone says, I don't believe in the afterlife, I want to go to sleep and just not wake up, and that's what they want, let them have that. You know? Like, granted, I don't know. What would animals think about? I mean, I assume they would want to be with their loved ones as well. I don't know. I don't know. I will say, I don't think I want a, what is the halfway? Purgatory? Where it's not quite hell, but it's definitely not heaven either. Oh, that's devoted. I will need to pause. Alright, I am back, and I'm just gonna move on to the next question. What does happiness mean to you? To me, it's, you know, waking up with a smile on your face every day, going to bed with a smile on your face, just your average mood being good, you know? It doesn't have to be ecstatic by any means, but just, you know, above average. That's happiness to me. How do you think people will remember you after you've gone? I think they'll remember me fondly. You know, as the cross-stitcher, the dungeon master, the nerd. What has been the most significant turning point in your life so far? I mean, meeting David, obviously. My life changed so much after that point. I'm still a homebody at heart, but I'm significantly more likely to just want to go out, to spend time with others, specifically with David. But, yeah. What book or movie had a significant impact on your thoughts or life? Thoughts or life? I mean, honestly, I'm leaning towards Harry Dresden by Jim Butcher, just because that's, like, my favorite book series. I often find myself thinking about it, you know, thinking about what's going to happen next, just recalling what's happened in previous books, thinking about, oh, this was really interesting how he did this. You know, how can I make my players feel the way this made me feel in the book? On my life? I mean, I guess that does affect my life to some extent. If you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be? Honestly, don't worry, be happy. It is valid advice. And you can't fix everything. Some things are going to go wrong, but you're going to be okay. And honestly, that's all that matters. be nice to the people around you whenever possible.
And that is the end of 4 Heavenly Beasts, day 92. I got 1 hour and 40 minutes of footage. I'm falling asleep. I was trying to put the needle into the fabric, and I was constantly putting it in the wrong hole, and then I was like, no, that's the right one. No, that's the wrong one. Like, I'm falling asleep just sitting here. I'm so tired. So, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys in the next video. For the people that remain, I do need to provide context for the videos from the murder mystery I'm about to share. Hopefully when I'm editing, I remember to add them in. So, in not this last game that we're currently in the video, the one prior, my character was so dumb. She slept with an actor's stunt double. And by the end, I'm pretty sure she still did not know it was not the dead guy that she slept with. It was the stunt double. Like, she didn't even realize the dead guy was the actor. She thought the stunt double was still the actor. Like, it was so stupid. So, a running joke now that it actually has been happening since prior to that game, but I'm always the hoe in the game. I'm always the one sleeping with the person I'm not supposed to be with. Or multiple people. So, in this one, everybody was like, yep, Liz is gonna be the hoe. And I was not the hoe. The only person I slept with was the person I was madly in love with, who was being played by my husband, so that was fun. So, yeah. I was also supposed to be like a 20-something-year-old, like 21, 22, and I was like, okay, I'm the youngest one here. I need to have a higher-pitched voice. I need to act like I'm younger and smaller. But also, she was a freaking idiot. She was so stupid. It was so much fun. So yeah, I hope that makes these funny. Or at least enjoyable, if not funny.
He's right. You're right. I'm Alexander von Altenburg, and they say that I'm like the best looking one on the show.
It was not someone who looked like him! It was not a doppelganger! Okay, I'm just saying. I don't know how I know that word, but I do!
It's not your fault that he can't remember your name. He's an air.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. It was the right person this time!
And where were you at 7?
I was in your room.